Hello, I am Mrs. Ruma Dhanwate from Arihant College of Arts, Commerce and Science. Now today in this video lecture we shall see the second part of the introduction to UML, that is Unified Modeling Language. In today's video lecture we shall see the rational unified process and its phases and also the artifacts associated with the phases. Now RUP is also called as a rational unified process and the unified process as well. It is a software development process from Rational, a division of IBM. It divides the development process into four distinct phases that each involve business modeling, analysis and design, implementation, testing and deployment. The four phases are inception, elaboration, construction and transition. The first phase, that is inception. The idea for the project is stated in this phase, that is inception. The development team determines if the project is worth pursuing and what resources will be needed. We approximate the vision, the business case, scope, and give the approximate estimates for the project. The second is the elaboration phase. The project's architecture and required resources are further evaluated. Developers consider possible applications of the software and costs associated with the development. Refined vision, iterative implementation of the core architecture, resolution of high risk, identification of most requirements and scope, and more realistic estimates. The third is the construction phase. The project's architecture and required resources are further evaluated. Developers consider possible applications of the software and costs associated with the development, iterative implementation of the remaining lower risk and easier elements, and preparation for deployment. And the fourth and the last phase is transition. The software is released to the public and final adjustments or updates are made based on the feedback from the end user. Beta tests are done and the deployment is done in this phase. So these are the four phases of RUP, that is Rational Unified Process. The first one is the inception, second is elaboration, third is construction, and fourth is transition. Now you have seen the SDLC. Now these phases are different from the SDLC. The words are not the same, but in some way they will be having these things, but the Rational Unified Process uses different terminology. Now, this is a diagram for a rational unified process. Now, we have seen that in each of these phases, you are going to do business modeling, requirements, analysis and design, implementation, test, and deployment. Now, if you see this diagram, you will see on the top you have inception, elaboration, construction, and transition. And on the left side, you have business modeling, requirements, analysis and design, implementation, test, and deployment. Now, if you say this, in the inception phase, you do the business modeling. That is, what is the business about? What are the risks? Whether you will be able to go further with the project or not. Now, this is the inception. And if you go through this and you see this, there is no transition in this phase. You have most of the things where that is related with business modeling. Also, inception includes business modeling and requirements phase. There is analysis and design, implementation, testing, deployment. There is nothing here. So these are the least things which we do in inception. Then comes the elaboration. Now in the elaboration, there are iterations E1, E2. Now in this, the first, where it is written E1, you do the first phase of the first iteration of elaboration. Most of the business modeling requirements, analysis as design, and some try to find out how it is going to be implemented. Now, similarly, in this phase, if you go through this, you have E2, where business modeling has reduced because you know most of the things about the business modeling, that what you are going to do in the project. Requirements, analysis and design. Uh, then you have implementation starts here. Then testing only when this phase gets complete. If you see here, the testing starts here. Then the construction has lot of iterations, C1, C2, C3, C4. There can be number of iterations. This is just an example. And then the transition phase. If you see here, deployment, come to this part, the blue, you will see that inception, elaboration, and then you have here construction and the transition. Now this is the rational unified process, and which shows that the four phases, all the four phases consist of business modeling, requirements, analysis and design, implementation, test and deployment. And it shows that how much what is done in which of the phases and to what extent. Now let us see inception in details. Now this phase is oriented to achieve agreement between the customer and team on requirements, the expectation for the functionality and the procedural approach that is to be taken to implement the project. Now the basic activities which are included in this phase are: express clearly the project scope, that is to capture the context as well as requirements, constraints and key features for acceptance criteria. That is, you find out what is the project, what does the end user want from the project, what are the requirements, what are the constraints, and what are the requirements analysis, and what kind of a design the end user want. That means all the analysis has to be done in this part. Plan and prepare a business case to assess alternatives for risk management, team organization and project plan. What are the risks associated with the projects has to be seen, and how are you going to manage those risks. Then possible draft architecture, that is the draft architecture, that is the rough draft, that what has to be done in a project. And prepare environment, assess project and organization, select the tools and which parts should be improved. Now the artifacts, as we see in the previous lecture also, we have seen what is an artifact. Artifact is anything which is a byproduct or a product of a particular phase. Now, the byproduct or the product of this inception phase, these are the artifacts and what they describe. You have a vision and business case, which describes the high-level goals and constraints, the business case, and provides an executive summary. The use case models, then supplementary specifications, which define other requirements. Then key domain terminology, which comes under glossary. Risk list and risk management, which describes the business, technical resource, schedule risk, and ideas for their mitigation or response. Then prototypes and proof of concepts to clarify the vision and validate technical ideas. Iteration plan describes what to do in the first elaboration iteration. Phase plan and software development plan, low precision guesses for elaboration plan, duration and effort. Tools, people, education and other resources. A development case, a description of the customized unified process steps and the artifacts for this project. In unified process, one always customizes it for the project. Now, all these artifacts, it is not necessary. These are the artifacts given for the inception phase, but it is not necessary that you use all the artifacts or maintain all these artifacts. Next phase is the elaboration. Aim for this phase is to construct an architecture baseline that implements a working application with limited functionality, and to formulate an agreement with customer to further pursue the project. The basic activities for elaboration are: create baseline architecture, that is create an executable architecture, refine vision, create detailed iteration plans and baselines for construction, refine use case and prepare construction phase. That is, at the end of the phase, 80% of your use case descriptions should be complete. Now the artifacts for the elaboration phase. You have domain model, design model, software architecture document, data model, test model, implementation model, and use case storyboards and UI prototypes. Now the first artifact, that is domain model. This is a visualization of the domain concepts. It is similar to the static information model of the domain entities. Design model, this is a set of diagrams that describe the logical design that includes software class diagrams, object interaction diagram, package diagrams, and so forth. That is most of the UL diagrams we are going to complete it in this. Software architecture document. It is a learning aid that summarizes the key architecture issues and their resolution in the design. It is a summary of the outstanding design ideas and their motivation in the system. Data model. It includes the database schemas, mapping strategies between objects and non-object representations. Test model, a description of how the test will be conducted and what will be the test. Implementation model, it is the actual implementation, that is the source code, executables, database, and so on. And use case storyboards and UI prototypes, a description of the user interface, paths of navigation, usability, models, and so on. The third phase, that is the construction phase. It is oriented to supporting documents, software product, test suites, and user manuals. The objective is to understand all requirements and finish development based on baseline architecture. The basic activities related to construction are manage resources, control and process optimization, component development and acceptance criteria, test development, product release assessment based on the acceptance criteria. And this is the last phase, that is the transition phase. The transition starts after initial product testing has been performed and the system has been finally deployed. Its objective is to assure software is available to the end user. The activities related to transition are execute implanting plans, finish support material, test release product in development environment, create product release, get user feedback, adjust product based on user feedback, make software available to the user. So these were the 4 phases of rational unified process. Thank you.